For those that's been asking, yes, I see the comments and the videos made by Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury and whatnot. You guys ask me why I don't report on it, or because the reason why I don't do it is because I see the strategic angle of it all. You have to understand that at this point, Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury 2 is pretty much dead in the water. Not a lot of people are interested in this fight. In the beginning, the first fight had more interest in it. And it would seem to me that the second fight should have more interest than the first fight, but people are not interested in this fight like that. So now comes the part where you're going to hear Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder bring up Anthony Joshua's name. Now, before then, they wasn't really trying to talk about him. They moved on and all this other stuff. But it's the same thing they did the first time around with the Tyson Fury Deontay Wilder fight. Instead of promoting that fight, they spent the whole time trashing Anthony Joshua. When Tyson Fury would get on camera, Anthony Joshua. When Deontay Wilder get on camera, Anthony Joshua. The last thing they did was promote the fight between themselves. They talked about Anthony Joshua this entire time. This is why you can't understand Tyson Fury's position. 1 second, he's complimenting Anthony Joshua. The next second, he's tearing him down. Because as long as it's not affecting him, he will give Anthony Joshua a compliment and whatnot, But now that it's time to promote the fight, now it's time to trash Anthony Joshua again. So they use Anthony Joshua's name to pull publicity for the fight. This is why I don't comment on every little article or every little thing Wilder or Tyson Fury says. It's about time as the boxing public, you guys know these strategic things that these boxers are advised to do by their advisor or whoever, okay? They're only saying what they're saying about Anthony Joshua now because they need attention for the fight. Do you think they really believe all that stuff that they said? Listen to what Tyson Fury said about how Anthony Joshua didn't want to take the toughest challenges and he had to come out and do it and stuff like that. This is coming from the man whose best names on his resume is Vladimir Klitschko and Deontay Wilder. You know what I'm saying? To tell you the truth, But I still like Tyson, but I'm going to digress on that. But how can you say he didn't want to take the tough challenges where Anthony Joshua told you, step aside and let me fight Deontay Wilder? I remember the article. You said, I'm not stepping aside for nothing. I'm going to go ahead and fight him, blase, splee, this, that, and the third. Okay? So if you believe that he wasn't trying to take on the tougher challenges, why didn't you just step aside, take the step aside money? That's free money. You know what I'm saying? And the fight with you and Anthony Joshua is going to be even bigger than the one with him and Tyson Fury. Now you're in a position where you're going to take your name out of that sweepstakes because you could lose. You could lose to Deontay Wilder. And then where would that leave you for Anthony Joshua? Now don't get me wrong. He'll still fight you, but it's not going to have the same luster on it. So truthfully, I thought Tyson Fury would be smart enough to say, you know what? You two fight and I'll fight the winner, because truth be told, I never lost my belts in the ring. And I didn't lose to Deontay Wilder. I beat him. Truthfully, I am the WBC champion. You two fight and I'll fight the winner. Truthfully, that's how it's supposed to be. But if you think he wasn't taking the toughest challenge, you could have took some free money, stepped aside, let them two fight, and then fight the winner. Because it's all wins for you, but when it comes to this, man, it's just a ploy. It's just an act. They don't believe the stuff that they're saying about Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua's actions prove different. See, they talk. Anthony Joshua's action. That's the difference between talk and action. Wilder is talk. You see, I want to unify. I want to unify. I want to unify. Anthony Joshua is action. Okay. Unified the belts. You know what I'm saying? And did it in under 5 years. He's action, there's talk. I just have a problem with this because it seems to be, to me, in boxing, and this is my problem with boxing in general. You know what? This is not my problem with boxing. This is my problem with people who support the sport of boxing. It seems to be that the people who are genuinely trying to work hard, put in the effort, take risks, and do what we expect them to do, it seems to be those are the people that are attacked. And the people who are protected are the people who don't fight anybody. The Charlos, the Wilders, yes, the Triple Gs. You know, once again, I got to always reiterate, don't you speak on Wilder if you don't want to speak on Triple G. I will always keep saying that. They are two birds. They are two feathers, two wings on the same bird. Okay? They're the same kind of guy. But one's a bum and one's a great fighter. Okay? Triple G has the same effect on his career that Deontay Wilder has. Who was the toughest opponents of Deontay Wilder's career? Luis Ortiz and Tyson Fury. That's it. Who was the toughest opponents on Triple G's resume? Daniel Jacobs, okay? Canelo Alvarez, and Kell Brook. That's it. To be such a monster. And it's another thing I noticed. The people that you guys call monsters are the people with the shallowest resumes and who are not trying to fight anybody. So that's where I run into a problem with the people who support boxing. Why do we trash people who's achieving, you know what I'm saying, and walking it like they talking it, but yet when it comes to the Charlos, when it comes to the Gervonta Tank Davises, when it comes to the Wilders, when it comes to the Triple Gs, when it comes to all these kind of people, we want to protect them and give them all kind of praise, but we want to shit on all the hardest working people, shit on Andre Ward, shit on Floyd, shit on Anthony Joshua, shit on Canelo Alvarez. And what is one thing that you notice about these guys? They all put in work. They all got good resumes. They all fight good opponents, but these are the ones we want to ridicule the most. And yet we have people fighting Matt Korobovs and getting touched up. You got people fighting Brandon Adams and getting touched up. You got people fighting who was that dude he fought? Rolly Winkler. Man, I don't even remember that dude that Triple G fought. I can't remember his name right now. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. That's who these guys are fighting, but yet we tear down people like Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua is jumping out of one fire pit into another fire pit into another fire pit. Okay? From the Andy Ruizes to the Pulovs to the Alexander Usyk. You notice that there's no soft touches when it comes to Anthony Joshua. He got to fight all the best and all the tough ones and all this and all that, and he still won't get his credit. It's the same thing with Floyd. He had to fight the best, and he had to fight all the tough ones and still not get his credit. The same thing with Canelo Alvarez. He had to be all the best, go up in weight, go down in weight, fight this person, fight that person, has a decorated, glorified resume, and still we give him shit. That's my problem with boxing. That's why some of these content creators relaxed on making videos. That's why people don't want to pump it out no more, because the fan base of boxing is so mixed, spoiled, and we got so many infiltrators in our sport. You know what I'm saying? We got the most infiltrators. We are the only sport that is supported by casuals and where the hardcores get pushed to the back. We are a casual pleasing sport. Okay, anybody else that's in the NBA and they really down with the NBA. They really know the NBA. They really like people who like the NFL. They really like the NFL. They're really down with the NFL. But when it comes to boxing, we just got people who will pass through boxing just because it serves a narrative, just because it helps them promote their bullshit, just because it makes them feel secure or insecure or whatever. But we got a lot of non-boxing fans in boxing, ruling boxing, and this is why it's so confused. This is why you can't separate somebody who's doing something from somebody who's saying that they're doing something. Truthfully, boxing is one big giant ass tabloid. That's all it is one big giant fucking tabloid. You got Charlo drunk as a skunk calling people out but won't sign a contract. Boxing is a mess. It really is, but that's why I don't speak on every one of these articles, because I see what it is, you know? And even though some channels like me, we try to coach people up, We try to let you know what's going on. We try to let you know why things are the way they are. And instead of taking the information and developing with it, you rather attack the person who's trying to expose you to something that you might not know. Just because you don't like the elements that I'm exposing, number one, it's not my fault. And number two, it doesn't mean it does not exist. Okay? You guys can't understand certain aspects of boxing because you don't want to accept the fact that a large percent of boxing is based off your flag and it's based off your race. But everybody why you bringing up race? Why you bringing up race? But when you go to break down a scenario and these people can't break it down, okay, and you show them how their flag or their race is connected with the decisions of who they fight and where they fight and how they fight, then you're bringing up something that people don't want to hear about, but that is incorporated into boxing. Whether you like it or not, it is incorporated into boxing. So the fans fuck this up. But when it comes to Deontay Wilder, when it comes to Tyson Fury, they're doing what they're supposed to do. The fight is dead in the water, and they're doing whatever they can do to draw some attention. That's why Charlo want Andre to come to the fight. That's why Deontay Wilder want Anthony Joshua to come to his fight. Anthony Joshua has invited him over to the UK countless times. What did Deontay Wilder said? I'm not coming. I talked it over with my crew. I'm not coming. But he supposed to come to your after party? You know, like I said, it's ridiculous. But leave your thoughts in the comment section. I'm out.